I don't exist. So they're all characters that I played, including Jim Carrey, including Joel Barish, including any of those things. They're all characters. You know, Jim Carrey was a less intentional character,
Right.
because I thought I was just building something that people would like, but it was a character, you know, so it's, you know, I played the guy that was free from concern so that people who watched me would be free from concern, you know, and then at a certain point you go like, okay, well, that's great, but you know, it's like the one thing, like people talk about depression all the time, the difference between depression and sadness is just, you know, from happenstance, whatever happened or didn't happen for you, or, you know, grief or whatever it is. And depression is your body saying, fuck you, I don't want to be this character anymore. I don't want to hold up this avatar that you've created in the world. It's too much for me,
Right.
you know? And so a friend of mine who's a spiritual teacher has a really good take. His name is Jeff Foster, and he, his take on it is that they should change, you know, you should think of the word of depressed as deep rest. Deep rest. Your body needs to be depressed. It needs deep rest from the character that you've been trying to play.
Right.
You know, the great and powerful Oz. I'm the great and powerful Oz. How dare you come near me? You know, kind of thing. And you're just the sweaty guy behind the curtain going. It's an amazing metaphor, you know, in that movie.
Was getting the character of Andy Kaufman out of you after Man on the Moon extremely difficult?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was very strange because I had dinner with my friend Nick Cage, you know, a couple months before the movie happened.
Yeah.
And in the middle of dinner, he said, "What the fuck is going on with you, man?" I went, "What do you mean?" And he went, "Your eyes are different. Something going on with you. Your eyes are different." You know, and it was already happening.
Oh, wow.
You know, once I started really looking at Andy, he just, and there was a gradual decision that, you know, I was, to me, he was the ultimate avant-garde. He was the ultimate courageous, you know, knight, comedy knight that didn't even need to let you in on the joke. You go to his grave not letting you in on the joke. I don't have that kind of courage, you know? I gotta, someday there's gotta be cliff notes, you know what I mean, or whatever. And so deciding that he would come back and do the movie and take over was not only a tribute to the fact that he took over everywhere he went, but it gave Jim the license to, you know, upset people in the way that Andy upset people, you know, and not let them in on the joke and not be responsible for it. You know?
I think one of the most impressive things in my mind is the fact that Andy taking over you and you portraying Andy in Men on the Moon really introduced a whole new generation to Andy Kaufman that might not understand his
I'm so happy
brilliance.
about that.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. There's so many things I'm happy about this whole thing. First of all, it's just a complete blessing out of nowhere. You know, first of all, you know, the fact that a new generation is going to be introduced to Andy Kaufman is good for the world, and it makes me happy. You know, like you can't believe, and also that the players around Andy, like Bob Zmuda and Margulies, these people are being recognized for their contribution, what they were and still are, amazing. You know, Bob came to life again on this movie, and he had his buddy back, and he really says that. I mean, this is what was not just an actor was playing my friend. My buddy was back, and then the trouble started all over again. You know, the fun started all over again, and that's the amazing part about this, and it's just started with. Just Andy's mischief, you know, and them getting involved, going, it's on again, it's on, he's back. And by 3 weeks into the thing, you know,